Oh, hey there. Welcome to my place. Damn, you looking fine tonight. Don't worry, babe. I know exactly why you're here. So these are my Pokemon cards. This is the album that I keep my perfect collection of my master collection of the Pokemon Celebrations, the 25th anniversary cards. So we go through the first ones, and we've got the first you got the first 25 cards that are just the normal celebration set. They've got all of like the legendaries that are like the box art legendaries of the main two versions of like all the games. You got a couple of Pikachu's there. That's the Pikachu from like the original artwork, but it's like big and stuff. And then there's the flying Pikachu's and the surfing Pikachu's, and you got more of those. You got a couple special ones like the pre-evolutions of the Sun and Moon ones there. You got some Professor Oaks over here. You got a very shiny Mew down there, and then starting with Blastoise, you've got the classic Celebration set, which is some of like the most famous and popular cards of all the old previous sets, but just like reprinted and stuff. So obviously you've got like your first three starters, and then you've got your big shiny Charizard there with all your other ones and stuff like that. And then you got like the birthday Pikachu and some rocket ones, a shiny Magikarp. Then you get into like all the real fancy ones and stuff like that. And there's Umbreon Star, which is incredibly rare and expensive, and stuff like that. And then these ones, which are just fucking a glittery mess and shit like that. And then you got all those, and then you've got the anachronisms, which are like new made cards of like newer Pokemon to have all your old ones. Like you got a Garchomp Prime and stuff like that, or Lance's Charizard V and stuff, or Zacian Level X, a Delta species Mimikyu, so it's a water type. You got a Pikachu V Union, which is 4 fucking Pikachu cards, and all of their artwork is together and stuff like that. You've got the gold ones, the ones that just look like gold, and ones that are actually made out of metal. They're not made out of actual gold, but they're gold's painted and they're metal and stuff like that. A shiny Dark Greninja up there, and then you've got the ridiculous amounts of Pokemon cards. The way you've got like all the starter evolution Pokemon. And then you've got like the non-holo and then the holo version, and you've got all of those for all of the Pokemon, and there's like 50 of those cards, and there's absolute shitload of them. And then you've got the one special one up here that's a General Mills Pikachu, and then there's all the 25th anniversary ones. Those are just all my Victinis that I'm just working on getting every Victini card. I'm just slowly working on getting every Victini card. And there's also a secret rare fire card, because that one's special. There's also another album that I have, which is the one over here that I gotta reach over because I didn't grab it before I did this. This is for the jumbo cards for the 25th anniversary. So it has like it has again like the starter evolutions there. It's got all of them, but it's a giant reprint of the first card they were ever on and stuff like that. And then so there's a whole bunch of ones there. And then you get over it, and then you got jumbos of some of the celebrations anachronism cards, and then you got some of those. So you've got like the Dragapult one, and then you got the Lance one, and so then you got the Dark Sylveon one. But then you've got these ones, and these are the Delta species Mimikyu and Light Toxicity and Hydreigon C, and those are what really hard for me to get in Australia because they're only available through Amazon Prime Collection, which was a thing. So I had to buy that from a reseller on eBay who clearly scalped way too many of them because he was selling them for cheaper than what they originally were, and he clearly couldn't get rid of all of them because it's just the same as two other normal sets of celebrations cards that they have, but they have these extra 3 cards, and then there's the actual giant V Union card. And those are my Pokemon cards. Do you want to have sex with me now? Oh, sorry, you've left like several minutes ago. Sorry, I had to do that. I don't have any other opportunity to show. You have any idea how much fucking money I've spent on these Pokemon Celebrations cards? Do you have any idea how much money I've spent on that? I gotta show it off at some point on stream. By the way, welcome! How are we all today? We're watching a Pokemon Direct, and I figured I'd start with that because it's the most soon thing that pans are off. Fuck yeah, it worked. I knew spending way too much money on these Pokemon Celebrations would pay off in some capacity, and it's by getting to sleep with people, obviously. Because what else are we aiming for in life when we're buying Pokemon cards? That's what the internet's for? Fuck yeah. So I gotta show... I literally have, from my understanding, if I'm missing any, feel free to yell at me, because I will go out and I'll try and get it. But from my understanding, every card that has that 25th anniversary stamp, like Pikachu's face, it says 25, from my understanding, I have every single card that has that. It costs way too much money. It didn't cost a lot of money at once. That stuff came out very, very slowly over time, and then there was like 4 cards that I had to buy afterwards. That like the classic series ones that were reprints. I had to buy like 4 of those again, and each of those were about $10. I was lucky. I got the rarest ones, although at least the ones that go for the most expensive. I got those ones beforehand, like Birthday Pikachu, Shining Magikarp, the Charizard one. Some of those go for like 100. Fortunately, all the ones I needed from the classic set again were just the real cheap ones. And I actually managed to buy just like one of all the normal sets on my own, so I didn't have to spend like a fucking $1,000 on getting like the really big fancy one that had the gold medal cards. I just had to spend like the $250 that one set cost out of like 10 sets. And so don't worry. And I didn't get all the McDonald's ones I bought from a seller on eBay, who I worked it out with how many, because you get 1 holo per Happy Meal, and then you get 3 other cards. So per Happy Meal, there would have been 25 Happy Meals if you got perfect pulls on all of them, and how much you were selling it for was less than 25 Happy Meals in this country. So I figured it was worth it. But I have no other opportunity to show this off other than this one random direct. So I hope you appreciate that. People want me to do unboxings of Pokemon cards, and I'm not doing that. Don't point out that I bought Pokemon cards at work. It's Brilliant Stars. I haven't got any Brilliant Stars. I've got a couple of Brilliant Stars packs, but I need more. Because Brilliant Stars is cool. They got the Trainer subset. I'm not going for all of those, don't worry. This is the only set that I'm going for all of them. And obviously every Victini card. But this random direct, this is randomly announced. The only time I get to show off these things. And I'm not doing unboxings because that's gambling habits. I'll show you the results of my gambling. I'm not going to show you me actively in the process of gambling. But anyway, we're watching a Pokemon Direct. This is a thing. This came out of nowhere for me, at the very least. Maybe they announced it before it was happening. I didn't hear. So yeah, I don't know what's going to be in this. Considering, like, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl just came out, and then Arceus even more came out. Like, those things just existed. So, I don't know what this could be, but I'm fucking petrified that it's going to be the next generation of Pokemon, because the end of this year would be time for that. The end of this year is when the next one would come out, if they're following the trend that they've literally always followed with Pokemon. But they also just put out 2 games in the space of, like, a couple months. So I fucking hope it's not another one, because, Jesus Christ, work on them for, like, a little bit of time. But it's only 30 minutes, but we'll say what it is. Yell at me about volume, by the way. I'm gonna put it on to, like, halfway. That's already loud, I can tell. That is already loud. Pokemon Presents!
Hello, everyone. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
That is very loud, actually.
Today, February 27th, is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series.
Oh, I didn't realize that came out, like, February in Japan.
We've now reached our 26th year since the birth of Pokemon,
25
thanks to the support of all you trainers around the world. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Every one of you.
I totally don't support Pokemon at all.
We would like to present the latest updates on a number of games. So I hope you'll watch to the very end.
Pokemon's a weird thing for me.
Mr. Utsunomiya, please take it away.
Because, like, I love the Pokemon themselves so much.
Hello, I'm Takato Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. Allow me to jump straight into sharing the latest updates with you all. First is an update on Pokemon Go.
They had the Typhlosion there in the plushie with all the flames. If the plushie Typhlosion can have all of the flames, why can't the 3D artwork one in the games have that? Oh, I'm gonna guess this is Alola then, for that. Alola! There it is. It's impossible to play all of them. I haven't even finished Sword and Shield yet. I've started Sword and Shield.
The Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon games will be appearing
I haven't
in the
even
world
got,
of Pokemon Go beginning
I haven't even
March
considered
1st.
the idea of buying
Until
VDSP.
then, Alolan Exeggutor will be appearing in
and
Pokemon
Arceus
Go.
is a thing.
We hope you'll try catching them for yourself.
Like, even outside of just, like, the spin-off ones, I haven't even gotten through all the main series ones. I mean, the remakes aren't as big of a deal for me. I haven't even played
I'd
Oris.
like to share some news about a few of our other games.
I own Alpha Sapphire, but I've just never played it. There are Arceus spoilers in this? Oh well. But so I think I'd have
This February,
played every single
Pokemon
Pokemon
Masters
game bar Battle
EX
Revolution
celebrates
game,
its
do we?
2.5-year anniversary. Right now, as far as
Oh, yeah,
trainers go,
Masters.
there are Over 142 in total that you can team up
And
with.
like so many different sexy
Powerful
variations of
sync pairs
Cynthia.
from many regions have assembled
There
on
she
Victory
is.
Road, our newest
There she
feature.
is. I know it's all the trainers, but still Cynthia.
By completing Victory Road, not only can
fucking
you team
Leon
up
with
with
his
Signa Suit Red,
pose.
Signa Suit Blue, or Signa Suit Leaf, but you can also receive 5,000
Did they say the
gems.
Sigma League?
Starting tomorrow, May and Latias arrive, with May in a special outfit. This sync pair can turn the field of play into psychic terrain, powering up all psychic type
I
sync
can't
pairs.
get behind or
Skyla and
play
Tornadus also
this Gasha
debut,
game.
with Skyla in a special
I play
outfit.
Master's Best Things in
This sync
Music.
pair can turn the
I
field
can't
of play
play
into a
Gasha.
flying zone. They're skilled
Singa
at supporting
Suit's the
flying
thing in the
types
game.
and
Oh, I
using
thought it said
interference against
Sigma.
opponents.
And I'm just like,
And
wait,
there's
what?
more. You'll also be seeing Raihan and Flygon, with Raihan in a special outfit. With moves like Sandstorm and Max Flare, they can
Oh, no,
create
he's
several
so
weather
hot.
conditions.
Oh
To
no,
celebrate
he's
the
so
2.5
he
year
already is, but
anniversary
oh
of
no, he's
Pokemon
hot.
Masters
Hotter.
EX,
He's
players
even
now
hotter.
have the chance to scout
Oh,
up to
no.
100 sync pairs at no cost.
no.
But that's not all. If you log into the game after this presentation ends, you can receive a present,
Not doing
3,000 gems, as our latest campaign begins.
I'm
we
not
have a
doing
variety
that.
of other content lined up as well.
I'm not doing
Now
that.
is the perfect time to play Pokemon Masters EX.
There's
Don't
never
miss
a
out.
perfect time to play Pokemon Masters. It's Gasha. Isn't this also Gasha?
Pokemon Cafe Remix, the puzzle game where you mix and match
They
alongside
gave
Pokemon.
the Switch
Introducing
the
deliveries, a new way to
Sigma
play.
suit.
Pelipper will deliver drinks and dishes to Pokemon far away and spread word
You
of
can't
your
make me play the
cafe.
game by putting a
At
Victini there,
Pelipper's
but I can be happy about
destinations,
seeing a
You'll have the
Victini.
chance to meet Pokemon that
The
are
Swiss
new
champion,
to Pokemon
Leon?
Cafe Remix. Gather new
Leon's pretty
special
good.
outfits
Raihan better.
and unlock hidden specialty gimmicks that give you an edge in puzzles. The mythical Pokemon
haven't even
Victini appears for the first time in Pokemon Cafe Remix.
I'm not gonna
during
play
the
it, but
delivery.
that's a very
Its
cute
powerful
Victini.
skill will be
That is
very
such a
helpful
cute
in the new
Victini.
puzzle mode coming early 2022.
Oh, it's such a cute
Deliver
Victini.
drinks and dishes
It's still
to
not enough to
Victini
make me
to
play
have
it,
join your
but it's
staff.
such a cute Victini.
Additionally, there
That
will
is
be 3
adorable.
events to
I'm just
celebrate
glad that art
Pokemon Day.
exists.
The first event is Bulbasaur's Happy Pokemon Day. There will be a 7-day special login bonus, and on your first login, you can get Bulbasaur's limited-time celebratory crown outfit. For the second event, there is an increased
Honestly,
chance of shiny
every
Piplup
single
appearing. Starting
word
now,
that they're
for 4
using to
days,
describe
shiny Piplup
how
will have a
playing
greatly
this
increased
game,
chance of showing up
like
in
their
your cafe.
updates and
Use this
stuff for
opportunity to have
Masters
it
and
join your
Cafe
staff.
Mix.
And for the third event,
Every
you can use
single
an
word
11
about it is
times
just this
express
is not
delivery
what I
item at
play
no
Pokemon
cost.
for or want
We'll
from
give
Pokemon.
you the chance to
The
try
art
out
is
the
best
new
part of Cafe
delivery
Mix is someone who
feature
doesn't play
11
it.
times.
It is so adorable.
You won't want to miss
The art
this.
is fantastic.
As the
And that
second
Victini looks
anniversary of the
incredibly
game
cute.
approaches this
I'm
June,
not playing the game,
get
though.
ready to welcome tons of new Pokemon to the cafe. Have fun playing Pokemon Cafe Remix on
God.
both Nintendo
Imagine
Switch
if the amount
systems
of
and smart
imagine
devices.
if the amount of money that and like work that goes into the assets of these free-to-play monetized to hell games
Since
could go into
Pokemon
the
Unite
mainline
launched
games.
last July, lots of Pokemon have joined the fray. Together with unique Pokemon like Dragonite.
Imagine if you
Aegislash,
could get that
or
artwork
Greedent.
as like the battle artwork
Form a
for
team
like
and
a
battle.
mainline entry for each Pokemon. I know
Fire
obviously
off
if you're
your
doing it for a
Pokemon's
mainline
moves
game, you've
over
got to
and
do that
over
stuff
in
for
new,
every Pokemon in the
intense,
game as
limited
opposed
time
to the
battles.
select few that you're
Full
choosing
Fury
for that, but
battles.
still.
Added today, February 27th. You can try out any Pokemon in standard battles and quick battles on special days
The thing
posted
is, I
on the
really
official
enjoy
Pokemon
Unite's
Unite
gameplay.
website.
I find it fun.
Furthermore, there is a Pokemon Day
I
event
find
happening
it
right
fun
now in
for
Pokemon Unite. The
It's just
mythical Pokemon Hoopa joins
Eh.
the roster during this event.
it's just
Hoopa
it's
can warp ally Pokemon to other locations. Use blindsiding team tactics to get
it's
the drop
Battle
on the
Pass
opposing
FOMO
team.
stuff turns me
Using
off.
Hoopa's Unite move, turn into Hoopa Unbound and go wild.
Like I can't play Unite without just having
While
a
the
million
Pokemon Day
reminders
event is going
saying,
on,
"Hey,
all players
do your
can try
Gasha
out
things.
Hoopa.
Hey, do these weekly
Clear all
things or you
special
miss
missions,
out. Hey,
and you can obtain
do these
Hoopa's Unite
missions, otherwise
license.
you won't get the cool rewards at the end." And
all
I'm just
players
like,
that log in now will receive commemorative Pokemon Day trainer
I'll
fashion
pass.
ins.
like that stuff
Use
turns
this
me away
Pokemon
from playing
Day
it,
event
even
as
though
a chance
I
to
enjoy the
experience the
gameplay of
heated
Pokemon
battles in
Unite.
Pokemon
It's my
Unite.
favorite
And
MOBA
finally,
to play
enjoy
because
a
it's
preview
faster
of the
paced
next
and there's no
Pokemon that is
fucking
slated
voice
to
chat.
join Pokemon Unite in the future. Please continue to look forward
Add a
to more
Victini and
content
you've
in the
sold me back
future
on
in
picking
Pokemon
it back
Unite,
up.
available on
Duraludon's
Nintendo
a
Switch
good one.
and mobile devices.
I don't know what other people
Next,
think of
allow
Duraludon,
me
but I
to
like
share some
Duraludon.
news about the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl games.
Is this Shaman? It's Shaman! I do recognize that from the early games. Yo! Hey, Shaman! Hello! You're very adorable. I kind of wish you didn't have a sky form, but...
Soon, we'll send out Oak's letter.
I don't like Shaman's
allow
sky
you to
form.
encounter the
Okay,
mythical Pokemon
correction.
Shaman within
If
Pokemon
Shaman's
Brilliant
sky form
Diamond and
existed
Pokemon
on its
Shiny
own
Pearl.
and that was the only thing for it, I would like it. I don't
You'll
like
be
that
able to claim
this
item
little
as a mystery
cute,
gift
adorable
later,
little
after this
bush
presentation ends.
is better
You can add
as
Shaman to your
a
team
more
and enjoy exploring the Sinnoh
standard
region
four-legged
together.
horse thing. if
Next up, we have some
If
news about the Pokemon
Skyform
Legends
Shaman was a
Arceus
different
game.
legendary Pokemon and wasn't connected to normal Shaman, I'd prefer it. Well, honestly, that's most things with their alternate forms. I don't like most Pokemon's alternate forms. A couple regional ones I'm okay with. I'm okay with a couple regional ones. Like, I like these ones. I like the... I've seen the... Hey! I've seen some of the regional ones for this. The Zoroark and Zoroa, I really like those. Also, they're normal ghost type from my understanding, which I've wanted as a typing forever. Event was exciting to me, but also I showed how limited the DS truly was. It was a fun event. You got to, like, write a little message and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, they look over the top as hell, but given what they are, I'm fine with it. Is this game good? So the main thing I hear about when people talk about Daybreak, that's just copying Sunbreak for the game that people are already comparing to Monster Hunter, but okay. The main thing I hear about people saying about Arceus is that it shows promise. I don't want a game that shows promise, I want a game that's good. Okay, they're horses. Why are they horses? Okay.
We are pleased to announce the Daybreak update for Pokemon
Why are
Legends
they- I was
Arceus,
literally-
which will be
it
available
was
to players
fun.
at no cost.
I might pick it
You'll
up.
begin a new
I just forgot
investigation
about it.
into a curious phenomenon that is
And also
causing
Final
mass
Fantasy
outbreaks
14's
of
my entire
Pokemon
life
across
now.
the Hisui region. You'll also be able to engage in new Pokemon battles together with your
And because I
ally
see people
Pokemon
talk about
at the
Arceus
training
as in
grounds.
it has
The
promise.
Daybreak update will be available later.
And I'm just
after
like,
this presentation
so there might
ends.
be a future game that's like Legends that's actually good?
And as a Pokemon
I want
Day
to play a game
gift,
that's good, not a game
we'd
that
like
has
to
promise.
offer you some items that should come in handy on your
Like,
adventure.
I'm not one of those people who,
Please enter
like,
the provided
hates on
password
Pokemon and
in
hates
your
on Game
to claim
Freak.
this gift.
That's just like, it all sucks
We
and they're
hope
like
you
bad,
continue to
terrible
enjoy
people and
your
stuff like that.
adventures in the Hisui
They're
region.
just, their cycle is way too fucking fast for...
One more
and
thing. We are pleased to announce that production of an online animated series
With-
set in the Hisui region has begun.
They're really pushing. They're really
This
pushing
series
this.
will feature
hard.
an original storyline
But,
and is anticipated to
Yeah,
launch
like they just
later
push
in
stuff way too
2022.
fast to like for what they need. Like it's good, it's very fluid and
Please
kind of
wait for
unpolished, but
future
it seems
announcements
good.
to learn more.
Damn, it's almost like it's a Pokemon game.
What did you think? We hope you all look
That being said,
forward to how
I've played
Pokemon
Sword and
games will
Shield,
continue to
and people
evolve in
talk
the
about
future.
hating Sword and Shield because of the Dex,
We've
the
shared
Dex
with you
cut
today
stuff,
the latest information about a variety of our
and
games.
people
but to
are
wrap
like
things up,
complaining about the graphics.
we'd like to end this
I
presentation
don't like
by
Sword and
sharing
Shield because
one
the
more
characters
video.
suck and the world's uninteresting.
Thank you for tuning in.
Like the wild area is fun, but like Hop sucks. 90% of the game is fighting Hop over and over again. And Detective Pikachu 2. Detective Pikachu 2. Movie and or game. And all the towns in Sword and Shield suck. All of them are a single line with the same shops. And like hardly anywhere to actually explore. The exception being like that cool mushroom place, which doesn't have much to explore in it, but at least looks fucking fantastic. And the snow area is actually like well designed. It's actually got its own unique layout and unique stuff to do. Not much of it, but still. So I only sort of because this is an uninteresting playthrough. Like just to play the story of it, it's very uninteresting. Okay, what is happening? I'm very confused. Is this another movie? Because it said Game Freak, so I don't know if it's another movie. Unless Game Freak is canon in the next Detective Pikachu movie. Okay, this isn't... No, this isn't Gala. This isn't Gala. Do another Legends game, do it. Just announce another Legends game right now, that'd be fucking hilarious. I mean, the name Legends implies multiple games. Otherwise, they just call it Pokemon Arceus. But even this demo is incredibly low frame rate. even this thing that's showing off whatever game this is incredibly low frame rate. Okay, I'm thinking this is a new gen, isn't it? This is a new gen, isn't it? This is the starter home, isn't it? It's a new gen, hasn't polished, has potential the same to unpolished as what the series has become, sadly. Well, it's just, they're on the same production cycle that they've always been on. Like, in terms of how frequently they have to make new games. It's just, they're not making sprite art games for handheld consoles anymore. Hey! New gen! Yes, because that's what we need after, like, 2 big releases already this year. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Be willing to work on these games for more than 3 years, please! I get it, but, like, it's out of Game Freak's control because there's so much, like, stuff surrounding it, but please. And it's this year, of course it is. Of course it is. All new entry in the Pokemon series releasing late 2022. Okay. Okay. Put so much more money into the ads than the actual games. I don't think it's that. I think it's just that they literally, like again, their turnaround on these games is incredibly fucking quick. And always, like, because I've mentioned this in other things before. What was it called, by the way? Scarlet and Violet. Well, I at least appreciate this because the definitive edition for me is very obvious. Scarlet. And stuff like that. But I've mentioned this before. Is that it's like, the production cycle for Pokemon games is 1000% out of Game Freak's control. It is. Because there is way too much shit that rides on new Pokemon games coming out. There is merch for, like, plushies. There's merch for shirts. Merch for bags. TV shows. Movies. The trading cards. Nintendo's own lineup of, like, when they release games and when they release consoles and stuff like that. Like, they don't get a choice in when these come out. They don't. But fuck, I wish they could spend more than 3 years between gens. Because it's always 3 years. It's always 3 years. Go back to, like, the one time that it was 4. Please. I swear the one time that it was 4 years was, like, one of the earlier ones, and it's, like, one of my favorite gens. That at least outsourced BDSP and had a different team working on Arceus, but it seems a lot of Arceus' baseline will be in Scarlet Violet. I mean, the main thing that you can hope for, which that being said, this trailer is not showing that, is that the work put into the previous games can translate into this one. And, like, look, here's my thing. I am not someone who's going to say, ugh, the frame rate's bad, therefore game bad. I'm not someone who's going to turn around and say, ugh, grass is low textured, low poly, so therefore game is bad. I'm not someone who's going to say that, right? Pokemon has an aesthetic, and they've got a budget, and they've got, like, multiple hundreds upon hundreds of creatures to make an anime and stuff like that, right? I'm not going to complain about those things. I just want the game to be fun, and the issue, with the most recent mainline, like, big mainline entry of Sword and Shield, right, is that Sword and Shield is just not very fun as a game to play through from start to finish. It just isn't. The characters are uninteresting. The plot kind of basically doesn't exist. Things that you do, things that you interact with, basically aren't a thing. Like, Sword and Shield is just, as a game to play through from start to finish, very uninteresting. The gym challenges are barely anything. When you, like, every single thing is just, you're at a town. Take the route to the next town. Tackle the gym at the next town. 9 times out of 10, fight hop before or after the gym, and in some cases both. Then, oh, you beat the gym? Go to next town. Beat the gym. Like, there's just nothing else to the story. There's no elements to play with. There's no things to interact with. There's no, like, unique locations. Again, you've got, like, the one forest that glows up with stuff, and that's about it. And, like, every single town is just a straight line from left to right that is just, like, here's the Poke Center, here's the gym, here's, like, 1 or 2 people's buildings you can enter and rate their shit, and here's, like, 1 store. And that's just, like, almost every single town, except for, like, 2, has the same fucking layout. Or just no layout at all if you're the town for where the grass gym is, where it's just, what's this town's layout? There's a circle with a gym in the middle. Okay, like, people complain about the games having too much story. Who complains about that? There's nothing in them. Well, okay, there's nothing in Sword and Shield, right? Like, I think Sword and Shield is my least favorite of, like, the mainline entries. But it's not because graphics are bad. It's not because frame rate bad. It's not because, like, animation's bad. It's not because the trees are bad. It's not because of Dex Cut. I think they mean too much text. That's fair. Too much text, not enough story. That is fair. That's fair. My issue with Sword and Shield is just that it's a wholly uninteresting game to play through from start to finish. Like, at least other games can at least be fun in that regard, even if the game's lacking in other areas, right? Like, I really like Sun and Moon to just play through as games from start to finish. Sun and Moon are really good with that. X and Y are pretty good with that, outside of really, really poor pacing at the start of the game. X and Y are pretty good at that, right? Black and White are, like, the best, in terms of that. And then you've got, like, the earlier entries that have, like Gen 3 and Gen 4 with just their ridiculous amounts of post-game, right? Sword and Shield just has nothing, like, anywhere. Like, it's just, for me, it's not... so many of the arguments that people have about, like, why Pokemon sucks nowadays is such surface-level stuff of just, like, graphics or frame rate or performance and stuff like that. And my thing is just, like, I don't care about that because I get the situation that they're in. My thing's just enjoyable content, and Sword and Shield doesn't have that. From what I've heard, Arceus is meant to be good with its content, right? Like, that's where, like, Arceus is unpolished, Arceus is a poor frame rate, things look bad and stuff like that. Again, I don't care as much about that stuff. Like, it's stuff where it's just like, yeah, if it was better, I'd like it more, obviously. Or I think it would be better, but, like, I don't care. But, like, Sword and Shield just have nothing. Even the one time when something interesting was happening, when the town was attacked by a giant Pokemon, no, just ignore it, we won't show it either, just go to the next gym. Oh, God, Sword and Shield suck. Sword and Shield are bad. Like, there's just, and the worst part about Sword and Shield is Hop. Like, people always hate the rival character in Pokemon games because they're not Gary shit-talking you, and they're not the straight-up villain that they are from Generation 2. Like, people don't like any of the villain, like, the rival since then. I don't care. Hop sucks. Hop is so bad. And Hop is only so bad because, 1, he's a cocky little dipshit, and 2, you defeat him, like, 12 times in a row. Like, the game had, like, Sword and Shield have no idea what content to put between gyms, so that content is almost always fight against Hop or fight with Hop against someone else. And it's just, that is, like, most of the content you do that's not gyms and Sword and Shield. And it sucks. And every single time you go to battle him, he's just like, you won't be able to beat me. I am the strongest trainer ever. My brother's the champion, and I'm gonna kick your ass because I'm so good. And you're just like, dude, I've beaten you. It's 7-0 my way right now. Like, at least act like the fucking underdog if you think you're going to beat me. Don't act like the cocky dipshit who thinks that you're perfect and always winning when I'm crushing you every time. Like, Hop wouldn't be as bad if you just didn't have to fight him between every single fucking gym. And stuff like that. Like, look, here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. Hey, let's rewatch this from when they actually start going gameplay. Doing gameplay, right? Let's rewatch this from here. Because I wasn't sure what this was. Okay, like, yeah. frame rate, anti-aliasing look bad. Yeah, okay, we can acknowledge that and we can move past it, right? Like, that is the stuff that matters the least. Like, I'm not going to tell you this looks good. I'm not going to do that. Like, I am not going to argue that this game looks good. Like, I'm not someone who's going to try and deny that. My point is just, that is, like, the baseline thing of, like, problems that the game can have. When I mean unpolished, I do not, mean only graphics, there's some balancing issues. Balance, have any Pokemon games been balanced? A ton of glitches, including the one that made Cherrim impossible to catch. Substance and core gameplay and the grinding are really fun. It's actual exploration. Okay. And I don't know how an open world's game for Pokemon, like, the Pokemon games themselves I don't think are balanced, but, like, they're kids' games. Like, they're literal children's games. They don't want to make them too hard, because otherwise kids can't beat them and stuff like that. But yeah, glitches are a problem, but, like, again, if the gameplay is fun and I get to hang out with Pokemon, I'm probably going to enjoy the game, right? I love Pokemon. As in the actual Pokemon themselves. There's a reason that I've got a fucking list of all different plushies behind me every single time. Ignore Whacker. Like, there's a reason I do that. There's a reason I've got fucking all of these cards that are here. There's a reason that I'm wearing a shirt for it. There's a reason that I've got some on display up there. And stuff like that. The actual Pokemon themselves, the little dudes, I love the little dudes, right? I love them little dudes. And, like, if there's any new side games that are advertised for Pokemon that are, like, something different, I'm going to be interested in at least, like, go like, maybe I'll get this if I have the time to play it, which I never do. And stuff like that. Like, I love the actual little dudes. So, like, if you give me a game where just, like, the core, what you're doing is fun, and I just get to hang out in the world with Pokemon, I'm going to have fun with it. Sword and Shield just isn't that. Balance, not like difficulty, but PLA reworked battle mechanics, and it made trainer battles kind of unfun at higher levels, but it got much more than that. Oh, I didn't even realize that mechanics and shit had changed. I really thought it was just, like, standard Pokemon battles, but in an open world. Okay, I didn't realize that had changed. Maybe I should look into getting Arceus. Again, if I get to hang out in a world and have fun with my little dudes, I'm going to enjoy the game, right? See, these big open air, like, straight up, the best part of Sword and Shield is the wild area. Like, I don't know how many people are going to fight me on that. The best part of Sword and Shield is the wild area. If they're going to make more of the game more like the wild area / Pokemon Arceus, then that's cool. The wild area is the best part of Sword and Shield, and it doesn't exist past the 3rd gym. Have you noticed what this region is based on? No? That was actually going to be my next question, because I'm not I'm seeing landscapes here, and the cities that we see I do not recognize. Yeah, but, like, if they can make every route or something like that similar to the wild area or anything like that, that'd be fun. Because the wild area is the best area in Sword and Shield. But literally, after the 3rd gym, you cross the wild area for the final time, and then gyms 4 to 8 in the Pokemon League don't go past the wild area again, and it sucks. The general theory has been Spain and Iberia. Oh, wow. Nice. Nice. Sabath's a cool little dude. You see these shots, right? You see it's Spain. Spanish has been going insane all day. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like, you see the shots. Yeah, the graphics are bad, the frame rate's bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you on that. But, like, there's more than what that... Like, my issue is just that's what, like, the complaints about, Pokemon, Game Freak, come from an idea of, one, it's very far outside of Game Freak's control, for, like, how much time they have to put into these games. And 2, there's so many other problems that you can levy at them. Like Sun and Moon has, like, some graphical issues. It has some performance issues, but, like, playing through the game is fun, so I enjoy it. Whereas Sword and Shield, you know, not bad. This house is fucking stacked. And also, it's the Switch OLED. It's the Switch OLED. Alright, I gotta look at the starters. We're gonna have a very harsh judgment about the starters. That's the main thing that we're gonna do here. We've got to very harshly judge these starters. We need to lay down our allegiances right now. Okay, fuck, I actually like all of them. Hey, Keone. Fuck. This may be the first time in a while I actually like all the starters. Fuck me, they're all cute little dudes. That's amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so we got a little... I don't know if the cat aesthetic works with the green, but it's a grass cat, so I get it, right? We've got this little dude here, who I'm just gonna immediately call it, and just say that the final evolution of this little duck over here, Weed Kitty? Excuse me, Weed Kitty. You can't just call it a grass type and call it Weed Kitty. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. It's I see. It's got the it's got that there. Okay, it's Weed Kitty. Sprigatito? Nice. Nice, including Spanish. Oh, yeah, okay, that's when you know it's Spanish then, because it's got Spanish in the names like that. Okay, Weed Kitty, Jesus Christ. No, this little duck over here, final evolution of this duck is absolutely going to be that duck from Rhythm Heaven that goes, peck your beak, pom pom pom. Peck your beak, pom pom pom. That is absolutely going to be that. But I love the Fire Croc, and also on the website they have their names. The Fire Croc! Oh yeah, crocodile. Yeah, crocodile because of its mouth. The crocodile is a fucking chili pepper crocodile. That is genius. That is genius. Trans Dalton has been obsessed with the Weed Kitty. That does sound like them. If I'm being perfectly honest. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. Capricious, attention-seeking grass cat Pokemon, laid-back fire croc Pokemon that does things at its own pace, and the earnest and tidely duckling Pokemon. I love that we have a chili pepper Pokemon. Like, it's a chili pepper crocodile. That is amazing. That is amazing. The Pimiento Piquillo is such a doof. I don't know enough Spanish to know which one that is. I don't know enough Spanish to know those words. And yeah, no. Again, final evolution of Quaxley. I'm gonna look it up separately because I just don't want to bring up the thing there. Final evolution of Quaxley is absolutely this thing. Actually, you know what? Looking at it, this duck doesn't look anywhere near as grown up as I thought. Never mind. This is the first evolution of Quaxley. This is the starter evolution of Quaxley. Never mind. This is basically Quaxley. This is Quaxley. This is Quaxley. Lublin related him to Alpine because he's also food. He's a cute fucking chili pepper crocodile. This is Quaxley. This is Quaxley. Pack your beak, pom pom pom. Pack your beak, pom pom pom. That's absolutely what Quaxley is. Okay, again, I gotta say, Donald Duck, he's also Donald Duck. He is also Donald Duck, yes. He is also Donald Duck. This may be the first time in a while that I love all the starters. Can I ask one question, though? Can I ask one thing of Game Freak on a personal level? Can I ask one thing of Game Freak? As for Quaxley, the Anglosphere has been comparing him to the Kingdom Hearts on Duck. Spanish Twitter is debating whenever Quaxley is a simple gorilla duck if he's going to evolve into Duck Quixote. Oh my god, all the Spanish stuff. He's a Ricardo and Duck mixed into one. Pack your mink, pom pom pom. That's what he is. No, I want to ask one thing, because I've seen the trend. I've seen the trend of starters. I have one thing to ask of Weed Cat over here. I have one thing to ask of the Weed Kitty. Can the Weed Kitty's final evolution still be quadrupedal? I'm sick of four-legged Pokemon becoming two-legged Pokemon for starters. I just... like, there's a couple of them that are cool, sure, but, like, so many of them start on 4 and go onto 2 legs. And I find it weird when Pokemon have that kind of a level of shift. That's been the big thing on Twitter. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because, like, we need more animalistic starters. We don't need every single final evolution of Pokemon starter to be furry bait. We don't. We don't need it. There's a meme just for Gardevoir getting its legs bound to the ground with duct tape. I'm glad it's not just me. I'm glad it's not just me. Like, don't get me wrong. I fucking love Incineroar, right? Incineroar looks cool, but, like, Incineroar does not look like it should evolve from Litten. Right? It just doesn't. And then you go the other direction, that one weird time, with, like, the final evolution of, like, Piplup or whatever it is, where it goes onto 4 legs for its final one. Is it Piplup? Is it Piplup that does that? No, because Piplup's Empoleon. Oshawott, that's the one. Yeah, no, yeah. Where Oshawott starts on 2 legs and then its final one's on 4 legs. That one's also weird. But, like, I want my 4-legged animal starter Pokemon to stay a 4-legged Pokemon. Mudkip kind of, sort of, maybe counts, but not really. Swampert changes all the time, whether it's 2-legged or 4-legged creature. But there's so many, I don't know. Okay, here's my opinion on Pokemon starter evolutions, right? All of the Pokemon starter evolutions are I'm baby. And I get that, right? The starter Pokemon are meant to basically represent your journey through the game as well. You start the game, and your starter Pokemon, along with you, are I'm baby. So they're all baby. That's totally fine, right? So by the time they're evolved into their final form, they're meant to look like a more competent, like, better, more experienced Pokemon, right? I just don't think that always needs to result in them being on 4 legs. Here's the ideal situation. Here's the ideal situation that you have for your starter Pokemon. When they evolve into their final types, you need one of each of the 3 most important categories of Pokemon. There are 3 distinct categories that people will love your Pokemon if it falls into one of 3 categories. And the starter final evolutions should be in those 3 categories. One of them's got to look cool as fuck. Pokemon that just look cool as fuck are cool, and people who like cool shit are going to gravitate towards the one that looks cool as fuck, right? Your second one are ones that look cute as hell. You need one of the final starter evolutions to look cute as hell. This is why Primarina is genuinely one of the best final starter evolutions for a Pokemon. Because it is a starter Pokemon that got to its final form while keeping its cute, pretty aesthetic. Superior is another example. Snivy, Snivy. Snivy is also a perfect example. Superior keeps its majestic look to it and stuff like that. It's not designed to be cool as fuck. It's not a fire-breathing dragon. It's not a wrestling cat. It's not most of the fire types. Primarina, Superior, like they keep their cute, pretty, elegant charm to it, right? So it still looks like it's a grown-up version of I'm Baby, but it's something like that. And then you need your final category, a very important category that, outside of being cute or cool, will make people endearing to your Pokemon. To look so fucking stupid that it's endearing. And that's what the 3 final starter evolutions should be. Cute, cool, and just an absolute fucking travesty, but you kinda love it. Like, that's what they need to be. That's what they need to be. That's why the Sun Moon ones fit so... That's why the Sun Moon ones are so sick, right? Because Decidueye looks cool. It's a bird that uses its arms as like a bow and arrow and stuff like that. It looks cool as fuck, and it's designed to be cool as hell. You got Primarina. It's beautiful, majestic, like seal thing and stuff like that. Like, kind of a mermaid with, like, its necklace and, like, pretty frills going down it and stuff like that. And then Incineroar's a giant dumb fucking cat with a wrestling belt made out of flames. And it's so stupid that you gotta kind of love it, right? That's why the Sun Moon final evolutions are so perfect. And then all of their middle evolutions just need to look like a moody teenager. Because for some reason, every single starter middle evolution just looks like it's going through its moody teenage phase. Because they're aware that, again, they reflect your journey growing up and stuff like that. People are betting on a Fairy Dragon Steel secondary type for final evolutions. People have been betting that the secondary types are going to be like a ring around for a long ass time. And then we got that in Sun and Moon, didn't we? Didn't we literally get that in Sun and Moon? Wasn't Sun and Moon literally that? Because wasn't Sun and Moon Ghost, Dark, and Fairy? Or is Primarina not Fairy? Gen 5 starters did well. Oshawott turned into an animal. Tempig, Tentacle, and Snivy turned beautiful. So, I go the opposite. I'm going to slightly shift what you say for Gen 5. Snivy is beautiful, elegant, fantastic. It's really good. It's really good. I'm going to swap it around. Oshawott turns into Samurai, or whatever what the final one's called, and stuff like that, and that looks cool. And Tempig looks fucking stupid. That's so fucking stupid that it's endearing. I'm going to swap it on there. Not a perfect triangle, but there's only like 2 perfect triangles. Gen 4. I can't even remember what the Gen 4 ones are. This is why I don't like Gen 2 final ones. Because all of them are so stupid. Because all of the final evolutions for Gen 2 Pokemon are stupid and none of them are endearing. Sorry, I'm making my mission whenever I do Pokemon-related stuff to piss off all Pokemon fans of Gold and Silver. Because I don't like them. No, they're fine. They're fine. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. No, yeah, that... No, I'd say... No, because the final evolutions for that are... Torterra, Empoleon, and Infernape. And the thing is, Torterra is the so stupid that it's endearing. Because it's a giant thumb turtle with a tree on its back. That's dumb. But it's endearing. But I think it's like Empoleon and Infernape both go for the cool aesthetic. None of them are like the pretty aesthetic. But they are good. Like they're all good, but none of them fit it. But yeah, I like the Gen 7 ones. I do think Gen 7 has nailed it the most out of all starter evolutions. Gen 7 for me definitely so far is my favorite. Like, Decidueye, Incineroar, and Primarina are a fantastic fucking trio. Which one do you think will turn cool, dumb, and beautiful out of these? A few more things about the trailer. It's been confirmed this new game is intended to be properly open world. I might be more interested in that just because Sword and Shield sucks. Look, again, best part of Sword and Shield's the wild area. If the whole game is wild area routes, then I'm probably going to enjoy it. So I'm gonna go. Here's what I'm betting. I'm going to bet Quaxley is going to be the cool one. I imagine it's going to turn into like I imagine this beret that it has, it's going to be like a kind of militaristic thing, and it's just going to try and look badass. I hope Sprigatito continues looking cute and adorable, and I hope this thing just looks so ridiculous by the end, but it keeps the same adorable smile. So it looks dumb as hell, but you just can't help but smile at it. That's my hope. So I'm like all of them right now are cute. I'm baby, and I love all of them. These are for starter evolutions. These are fantastic. For starters, these are fantastic. I will say that. But I'm hoping Sprigatito is cute. I'm hoping Quaxley is cool, and I'm hoping Fuecoco is dumb. I want Fuecoco to look dope. I want it to look so stupid when it's fully evolved, but I want it to look happy while it's stupid as hell. Because it's already a chili pepper crocodile. That is already ridiculous. I just don't want them to all look... I don't want them to all be furry bait. I don't want them all to be furry bait. I don't want them to all look cool. Because they kind of get lost when all of them try to look cool. None of them do. I think that's a problem with Sword and Shield evolutions. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of like Sobble to begin with and stuff like that, but like Inteleon is trying to look edgy cool, Cinderace is trying to look jock cool, and Rillaboom is trying to look jacked cool, I guess. Like but kind of dumb, but it's not endearing. I don't like Rillaboom at all. How am I going to choose at the moment? I can't... Oh. They all look like different types of game men in fursuits. That is a really good way to describe the Sword and Shield final evolutions. That is a really fantastic way to describe them. Because, yeah, they all do. They all do, and they look like they're just trying to appeal to different types. Now, don't get me wrong. I fucking love Cinderace. Cinderace is cool, and I love Cinderace, right? But also, one, Cinderace has a lot of overlap with a lot of previous fire evolutions. How are they gonna turn Fuecoco into a quadrupedal firefighting Pokemon? That's my question. I know they've not always been firefighting, but you could add the fighting type onto a number of the fire ones, and it wouldn't be out of place. Like, you could add fighting type onto Cinderace, and it wouldn't be out of place. It literally has fighting type moves already. And you could make Incineroar a fighting type instead of a dark type, and it would totally work. Like, even if the fire ones don't have fighting type as their typing for their final evolutions, a lot of them still have the DNA of what a fighting type Pokemon is. So how are they going to do that with Fuecoco here? Honestly, people thought it might be fighting when it first came out or was leaked. They might as well be. Honest to God, this is the first time in a while. I like Grookey and Thwackey, but it goes down really bad for me. I hate Thwackey. Thwackey is way too tall. Thwackey looks like it is fucking 5 feet tall, and yet somehow is still only made out of head, neck, and legs. I fucking hate Thwackey. I hate Thwackey more than I hate Rillaboom. Because you know those dudes who look like they just go, like, how, like, it's just like, you're just nothing but head and neck, and it's all merged together with your body? Thwackey looks like that, but the head and neck merging together goes down into the legs, and there's no torso. Like, it's deeply unnerving to me. This might actually be the first gen in a while where it's hard for me to decide. Like, normally, even if it's hard for me to decide, I can lean towards one, right? Like, Cinderace, like, Scorbunny was, like, an easy pick for me in that. Scorbunny was an easy pick for me in Sword and Shield when I actually started playing the game, right? Rowlet was not an easy decision, but I was able to be confident, just like, yeah, I'm definitely going Rowlet when I did Sun and Moon. I don't even remember what I picked in the previous ones. Too many fighters that turned, stars turn into a fighting type. It is ridiculous. Because they've all got to turn into fucking bipedal Pokemon. For some reason. At least Scorbunny starts bipedal, so it's better. This is a really tough decision between these three. This is a really tough decision. I love all of them. This is the hardest it's ever been. By the way, look at me turning a fucking 15-minute direct into a 1-hour video. Jesus Christ. I gotta wrap this up soon. I love all of these. I genuinely would have a hard time picking one. If I had to pick one... if I had to pick one now, I would go for Fuecoco. But that could change depending on what Sprigatito's final evolution is. Because I would say if they keep this aesthetic into their final ones, I would want if Sprigatito keeps cute cat aesthetic until its final evolution, I would go for Sprigatito. But having no confidence in that being what happens, I would go Fuecoco. But they're very good. I have no opinions on the rest of the game, because we know nothing about it for the rest of Scarlet and Violet. I'm choosing Scarlet, because obviously. Fuecoco 1, Quaxly 2, Sprigatito 3. I'm not going to, I'm not going to be upset by anyone's order for this. They're all good. These are all really promising starters. And again, even the Sword and Shield ones are just like, I'm not like, I really like Cinderace, but Scorbunny's good. It's not like amazing, or it's not even great. It's just a good. And like, all the Sword and Shield ones are meh, right? Or at least in some previous ones, there's been at least one obvious one that I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. It's like, I think the tightest competition outside of this, for me, is Sun and Moon. Because I do really like all this. Like, Lit and Popplio and Rowlet. I do really like all of those, right? I think this is a strong contender to, like, compete with, like, starter evolutions with that. Because most of the other ones, there's an obvious one that I don't care for. Like, I don't care for Bulbasaur. I don't care for any of the Johto ones. I don't care for Torchic. Sorry, I don't. No, not Torchic. No, fucking... Trico. Sorry, no. Torchic, no. I like Torchic. I don't care for Trico. Sorry, like, I don't care for Trico. To me, because the issue with starters is, but what if I want another grass type? Yeah. It's kind of why I'm tempted to not use my starter in Sword and Shield, right? Kind of why I'm tempted to not using my starter in Sword and Shield. Like, I went for very obviously, I don't want to go for Turtwig. In Gen 4 and stuff like that. Gen 5, I don't remember what the Gen 5 fucking starters are. My brain is too bad to try and remember all of this. But I think I just don't like grass starters mostly. Because out of the because I like the starters for Gen 5. I do think like Gen 5 is weird for its starters, for like its first evolutions. Because I don't hate any of them, but I don't really like any of them. I think in Gen 5 I didn't use my starter after I got like a full team. And I don't like, because I don't like Superior, Pig Knight, and Samurai thing. I'm not a massive fan of any of them. They fit their aesthetics well. They fit the aesthetics well, that is none of them are for me kind of thing. For like Kogo to turn to a Dragon, Sprigato to turn to a Fairy, Quaxo to turn to a Steel. I could definitely see Sprigatito being Grass Fairy. Because then it just kind of gives me Sylveon vibes. And I like that. And I like that. You know what I want Fuecoco to become? Nothing. I want Fuecoco to stay the same. Somebody said that these three have swords on goofy energy. That just makes sense. It really does, doesn't it? It really does. Bright eyes, massive smile, kind of a silly face, looks kind of a bit dumb, but also very endearing, and a way too overconfident duck. Oh my god, they really are Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Oh my god, they are. Holy fucking shit, that is so correct. Holy fuck. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here because we're just rambling at this point. I'm just rambling about this, but yeah. I obviously have no judgment on what Scarlet and Violet are gonna be like in this game so far because we know nothing. But the starters are very promising. The starters are promising, and I like that. And almost everything else in this thing I don't care for. Everyone else give Game Freak 4 years to make the next gen after this one, please, for the love of God. I want to see Gen 10 come out in 2026, not 2025. Please let that happen. It's not going to happen. I'll see you all in 2025 when Gen 10 comes out. But anyway, I am out of here. Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, this is Version 2, signing out.